Welcome to Talk Hockey with Tali and Terry on this beautiful Thursday in Nanaimo, British Columbia. Terry is standing live with us right now. Hey Terry! Oh, looks like Terry does not have his ear piercing, sorry. We'll get back to him later. But anyways, let's get to some Game 3 action right now from the Western Conference, Detroit against the Blue Jackets. 4-1 in that game for Detroit. Not a whole lot of action in that game, but a couple scoring from Detroit and only one from Blue Jackets. 3 stars were Umberger, Osgood, and Cleary. Cleary. The player of the game was Hendrik Zetterberg with 2 goals, plus 3 down in the game, 1 penalty, 28 shifts equaling 20 minutes and 57 seconds. The next game is in progress right now. The next game we'll get Start with the nonsense now, ladies and gentlemen. We have a fan in the background really honking that horn real loud. But getting to Game 3, San Jose versus Anaheim. Anaheim was leading that series 2-0 and coming into this game in the Honda Center. It was 4-3 for San Jose in that game. Goalies were the main story again in this game, very good. The 3 stars were Blake, Pronger, and Doyle. The player of the game was Dan Doyle with 2 goals, 1 assist, plus 1 at the end of the game with 27 shifts equaling 20 minutes and 57 seconds. When we get back on Talkin' Hockey with Tali and Terry, we'll have Game 4 of Western and Eastern Conference. Also, Terry will be here. Terry will be outside, as we just showed you, with questions from the fans.
I think Canucks sweeping their first series in 38 years will give them a better chance of winning the Stanley Cup. Just because it'll give them more momentum going in the 2nd and 3rd round and possibly even going to the Stanley Cup Finals.
Woo! Canucks roll.
No, because the St. Louis Blues are easy to beat.
Welcome back to Talkin' Hockey with Tali and Terry. Let's get to some Western Conference Game 4. The first game we'll get to is Chicago at Calgary. 6-4 was the final score. It was 6-4 for Calgary, sorry. It was a rough game, 23 penalties altogether, but goalies were both outstanding. The players of the game, the 3rd star was Sharp, 2nd was David Moss, and 1st was Mika Kiprusoff. Star game was Mika Kiprusoff with 33 shots, saving 28 of them, equaling a .975 save percentage. Next game is Saturday at 9 p.m. Also, Andre Waugh is suspended for 1 game, the Saturday game, due to an incident at the warm-up against Aaron Johnston. $2,500 he's been fined, but we're not sure about Aaron Johnston yet, if he's getting suspended or not. When we get back to Talk Tally, we'll get the Canucks. Did they sweep the Blues? We'll find out. Oh, sorry about that. Welcome back to Talk Hockey with Tali and Terry. Just sweeping away the St. Louis Blues dust. The next thing we'll get to is Vancouver and St. Louis. Vancouver win now in 4-3. Woo! Not a Canucks fan, guys. I'm a Flames fan. Come on. I'm joking, but game was good. First time Canucks has swept the series in 38 years in a series, and a best-of-7 series. The stars of the game was Andy McDonald, Alex Burrows, and Roberto Luongo. Player of the game was Alex Burrows, my favorite on the team. Got the winning goal. Wasn't the nicest, but whatever, gets the job done. He had 2 goals, 1 the game winner in OT. He had 1 penalty. He had 47 shifts equaling 27 minutes and 43 seconds. And the Vancouver Canucks have at least a 13-day break. Is that good, or is that bad?
Thank you, Tali, and our topic today is, should Brodeur get suspended? I think he should. His actions were just too bad, and I think if other goalies get suspended, why not him?
Welcome back to Talkin' Hockey with Tali and Terry. Let's get to some Eastern Conference news now. Boston Bruins versus the Montreal Canadiens. Decisive game. Montreal had to win this one. They didn't, obviously. 4-1 for Boston. Boston sweeps that series 4-0. Stars of the game was Philip Kessel, Crazy, and Michael Ryder. Michael Ryder got 1 goal plus 16 shifts equaling 13 minutes and 5 seconds. He used to be an ex-Montreal Canadian. Next game we'll get to is New Jersey Devils versus Carolina Hurricanes. 4-3 was the final game of that game, but Brodeur was furious at the end of the game. 0.2 seconds left and they scored, but he thought it was goaltender interference. I thought it was. I bet you the whole crowd thought it was, even though they were not New Jersey fans. The star of the game was obviously Jussi Okinen with 1 goal, but that 1 goal was a game-winning goal at 0.2 seconds. He had 15 shifts equaling 10 minutes and 47 seconds, and the next game is in progress right now. Next game we'll get to is Washington at New York. 2-1 was the final score for the Rangers, and that game was a good, tight game. These games are really interesting, and these are games you like to watch, even though the series is kind of spread apart, but good game to watch. Third star was Jury, second was Alex Ovechkin, and third was Lundqvist. The star of the game was Alex Ovechkin with 2 goals, a +2 at the end of the night, 19 shifts equaling 20 minutes and 54 seconds. Next one we'll get to is Pittsburgh Penguins facing Philadelphia. The first 2 games were really close, but now it's starting to get out of hand, and it's just starting to get boring. Third star was Richardson, second was Kennedy, and first was Marc-Andre Fleury. Star of the game was Marc-Andre Fleury with 46 shots, equaling 45 saves with a .978 save percentage. Next game is in progress right now. On behalf of Talking Hockey with Tali and Terry, we'd like to thank our sponsors, the #1 watch newscast on Vancouver Island, Check News, and Island 30 with Dana Hutchinson. This concludes our Thursday show. We'll be back here Saturday for some more Game 4 news from San Jose, Anaheim, and also some Game 5. Hope to see you soon.